Welcome back.
It's Coshan under quarantine.
Boy.
This is part 2 of the top 10. So me and Kris have got a little thing going on. If you haven't watched our last video, that we're doing our top 10s, but we haven't discussed it with each other about whose is what number, and we have no idea who's picked what. So you will have already seen his 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and I'm gonna do my 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 now, and then we're gonna do our final 5 on another video, because otherwise the video would be too long to put it all in together. So we thought that this would just be a fun way to change up the daily videos, because obviously a lot of our videos have been just talking to the camera. So we thought, well, you're under quarantine, we're under quarantine, let's give you something exciting to look at, to plan your trip for when we are allowed to travel again. So get right into it.
Number 10.
This has been so hard. I've swapped my list around so many times. This has been hard, but remember, this is not top 10 places in the whole country. This is top 10 days out. So when we've done a day out or a boat trip, or we've gone somewhere for the day, it's top 10 day trips, okay? So my number 10, and it pains me to put it on number 10, but my number 10 is a really, really, really beautiful beach that we went to last year. And I remember walking onto the beach and just feeling completely at peace. There wasn't any fish to snorkel with, so obviously I can't put it at a higher number for that reason. But the sand was perfect, the water was so calm, it wasn't cold, there was no waves. And my number 10 is Nanok Beach in Romblon. The best beach on the island, and it was beautiful.
Good pick.
And I loved it.
Good
but
pick.
For that reason, it has to be number 10.
Good pick.
I counted the days since my phone stopped ringing. We don't talk any longer. Forgot all the things that I wanted to say. I guess you got new friends. Now I swear to God I am all alone in this wide, wild world. Wide, wild world.
Number 9 is a place that we went to. It was somewhere that I found a little while ago, and I completely forgot about it. And then I was tagged in it again.
You're terrible.
I was tagged in it again on Facebook, and we went there, and it was absolutely beautiful. It really was stunning. We had the most incredible day. The cliffs beside the area that we were sat on was gorgeous. The only thing that the reason it's number 9 is because it was stones next to the river. It was really hard to walk on because it just burnt your feet. It was difficult to sit on and lie on for that reason, because the sun was just beating on it all day. They'd roped some of it off, so we couldn't actually go further down the river. It was quite difficult to get down because of the rafts going down. People were there with the music, and you had to kind of like climb your way through to get to a quiet spot. But we had the best day. It reminded us of a place we went to in Morocco, and you know what it is, don't you? Number 9 is Minalungao in Nueva Ecija.
That place is unbelievable.
Gorgeous, isn't it?
That place is like a little paradise.
I'm kinda new with apologies. Holding back, I got history. Yeah, yeah. But the way you've been crossing the line, oh, it's something in me that says it's fine. Hoping you wouldn't change me. Got the same old thoughts, be my referee. I will be alright. Never cut it right, but somehow you make me change. Like I'm better off.
So, number 8. You look like you're gonna punch me. I just like you're disappointed by my top 10 already.
I am shocked.
Number 8 is a dive that we done. I was incredibly pleasantly surprised by this dive, and I actually remember thinking, this is actually better than one we've just paid a lot of money to go on. I seen some of the fish that I was desperate to see. It was my goldfish. That's what I was looking for when we were diving. We seen schools and schools of, I think they were sardines, I'm not sure, but there was just thousands of fish all along a wall. It was really impressive. We seen the sea snakes, and there was a lot of marine life in a very small area, and we had a really incredible dive. I thoroughly enjoyed it. My number 8 is Pandan Island diving in
Mindoro.
in Mindoro.
That place was crazy, right? I've never seen schools of fish as big
We had a great time.
as that. It was ridiculous.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be. Life with no distractions, we'll get away. This is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out. Die with my own doubts. Be free with me.
Oh, number 7. Number 7. This has been really hard to put it at number 7. It's an obvious one. I think it's in a lot of people's top 10, to be honest, and I'll tell you why I've put it in my top 10. There was a lot of places that I could have put in my top 10 and definitely would rival this place, but the reason it's in my top 10 is because it was one of the first places that we went to when we came to the Philippines. We had a really difficult first week in the Philippines 4 years ago when we first arrived. It was very, very hard, and it would have been very easy for us to just turn around, leave the country and not come back, but we didn't. We powered through and we went to this area first, and we paid a little fisherman on the side of the island where he was just minding his own business, didn't speak English, we couldn't communicate with him, but we paid him and said to him, take us to the best places, and he did. And although our drone skills weren't really up to scratch because we were new to the game,
We was amateurs.
it just, I don't think, no matter how many times you travel, you can only experience that first wow factor once. So we could go back to Coron 10 times, but you're never gonna have the same as you do the first time you go. So I had to put it in there because it really is absolutely gorgeous. So my number 7 is Coron Island hopping in Coron, Palawan.
Been feeling trapped down on the floor. I don't know what for. Feels like I'm gonna lose. Silence takes a hold. I can't let it go. Chin up, no one knows. But I won't let the stormy seas throw me in open water. Let me have my peace and leave me till tomorrow. Wind into my sail, away from things I let go, floating on the waves. We go bottoms up, we go all the way. When you're feeling down, push the pain away. We go bottoms up, we go all the way, and face that shit another day. We go bottoms up.
My number 6 is a place that we went to in 2018. And we ended up in this place because the weather was terrible.
I reckon I'm gonna whack you. I reckon, guys, I'm going to have to give her a whack in a minute. If I think it's what it is, I'm going to give her a whack.
What do you think it is?
I'm not telling, but you know it better not be.
I don't know what it is.
I will. I'll give you a clump.
Shut up. So we ended up in this place because the weather took a very dramatic change where we were. We only had a short amount of time left to explore the Philippines before our visa expired and we were leaving the country. We put into Skyscanner Iloilo to anywhere, and we went to the first Filipino island that came up. When we checked the weather, it was good, so we booked a flight and we went. We had no idea what to expect. We'd never heard of this place
Some people
before.
actually said not to go there because it was dangerous and stuff like that.
Yeah, he knows where I'm talking about.
Oh,
He just doesn't
I
know what day trip I'm talking about yet.
Yeah.
So we booked a flight to Masbate. To be clear, my number 6 is Buntod Marine Sanctuary in Masbate.
Good choice.
See through you, baby. I saw it from the side. You got your baggage bruising everywhere you go, everyone you love. Don't want yourself out striking back at me. Don't need your lies based on insecurity. You're like a movie, seductive like a spell. You drown your feelings and calling up for air.
So, not bad 10 to 6. Nanok Beach, Minalungao, Pandan Island, Coron Island hopping, and Buntod Marine Sanctuary. I am excited to tell you my 5 though. But yeah, let me know what you think. It's really hard to narrow it down,
it's
by the way,
difficult, it's
because
difficult.
we've seen some amazing places, haven't we?
We've seen a lot, to be fair.
So,
We need a top 20, really.
we need a top 50.
Top 50, yeah, probably.
We've been to a
be
lot of
fair.
provinces, so if you're new to our channel, then we've been to around 32 provinces in the Philippines, and we've been traveling the Philippines for 4 years. We have recently invested in the country, so that means that we've got a base to stay when all of this pandemic is over, and we can do a little bit more traveling, a little bit more comfortably. But for now, we're all in this isolation together. If there's any other videos or places that I've mentioned in my 10 to 6 that you're interested in seeing, then we will link the videos. But for now, we hope that you've enjoyed this video. And if you could let us know whose top 10 to 6 you agree with most,
Mine,
Mine.
of course.
that would be fantastic. I'm really interested to know who people agree with.
I think they're going to agree with me. Captain Barangay is never wrong.
Neither is Conching. So yeah, that is that for today. And if you want to see a little bit more, then we'll let you know when our 5 to 1 is ready. But we need to battle it out and see what you think of our 10 to 6 first before we let that go. And we will see you tomorrow.
Peace out.